I don't know. Hi.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Sweet Spots and Spiritual Places. Val and I come on twice a month, and we talk. And once we tell everybody where their sweet spot and spiritual gifts are, maybe it's just Val and I. And we'll just BS through the whole thing.
Maybe we will. I mean, maybe that's what it's all about.
And there's nothing wrong with that. So there.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
That's
I
right.
have to say.
Yeah. But when I first started, I remember, I think there were 3 people at the very most that were ever there. And I used to think, should I really be doing this? It's kind of crazy. So, yeah, there you go.
It's definitely something, if people don't show up, it does make you feel a little funny. But even when we first started out and I had like 3 people in my chat, I was excited because I had 3 people.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, just even that made me feel happy.
Absolutely.
Hey, somebody wanted to tune in and see me.
I know.
I mean, it was good, but
it was good. Yeah, it was.
So it's not. It's everything. I love doing lives because the energy from from all of our community in the chat. I don't think you can underestimate the power of that energy and how we all connect. And that's how we do this, right?
That's absolutely true.
We do this.
Yeah. And the hope is that eventually there'll be a paradigm shift because you get enough people focused on one thing, and eventually it tips the paradigm. It is a tipping point, and then more people, it goes out exponentially in waves, really, and that's what Dolores talked about in 3rd wave, 3 waves of volunteers. So,
yes, absolutely.
It's really a wonderful thing. So we have Amanda's here, Rose Blue is here, and Diana. Oh, you came over from the Dream Show. It's good to see you. She did a lot of sweetgrass braiding today. She's waiting for it. It's kind of fun. Julie Hamill, Book Bewitched. Hi, Book. It's good to see you. Hi, Marby. Rishi. Okay, I'll put you on the list. Hi, Teresa Hadarian. Teresa Levine. Good to see you both. Valerie Maya, nice to see you. Diane G. Julie, you can't wait to see Aley and Val. Oh, well, thank you. We're glad you're here. Hi, Linda Kennedy. Cheryl, okay. 3rd attempt at getting a chat through. Oh, I understand, Sin.
YouTube.
I said to Val, I lost my power yesterday, and there's really something about that whole idea. And you've had that happen to you. You'll be in the middle of something and your power goes out. It's like, oh my goodness.
It's like, is it a metaphor for things going on in your life? Yes, a little bit.
That's right. Yeah. Don't take my power away from me. I'll give you all the credit.
Yeah. It does feel like you've been disempowered.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it does.
For sure.
And I ended up getting myself this beautiful obsidian.
Ooh,
isn't it gorgeous? It's just gorgeous. And I just say to myself, I'm going to cut the BS everywhere I go.
Absolutely. I mean, that sounds fantastic. I wish I could cut my own BS. I mean, I should have a BS meter for myself.
There you go.
When I'm saying some things, they're always woo-woo, folks. But when I say some things, I wonder if I really connect the dots and go, well, is that really accurate?
Is that really true?
Because being a Pisces, we can tell fish stories.
That's true. That's true. It was this big. I had a friend who was kind of, she's spiritual, she's woo-woo, but I think she also has a bit of mental health issues. And she came to visit me a number of years ago, and she was saying that the Mount Rainier was calling her to come there, and so. She also had a situation where she believed Josh Groban was talking to her through the television. So when I hear that, and then I hear some things that we say, I think we're okay.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't think I heard anybody talk to me.
If something's talking to you through the TV and it's somebody alive on the other side of the world or wherever, check with your professional.
Check in. I know. And I love her dearly, and I really think she has some woo-woo stuff going on, but there's a cutoff. It's like
a cutoff. You have to, and you know,
okay.
Yeah. And even in the Akashic Record reading classes, I tell the story. I learned how to read, and then I go, oh, is this really who I'm talking to? And I go check it out, because I'm just not going to sit here and believe everything. I'm going to go check things out as much as I can. You really have to fact check things and understand things.
You do.
Yeah.
So on our show Friday night, and I'll get to you guys, I promise. On our show Friday night, I got a comment on the show, and it was, "You ladies don't know what you're talking about. All you're talking about is Trump. You're not. Don't you? What about Joe Biden? Why aren't you talking about Joe Biden? Have you been watching the congressional hearings? You guys don't know what you're talking about." And I wrote, "Satire."
Oh my God.
And you know what? It's okay, because she doesn't have to enjoy it. We got a lot of other people that do. So good.
This is folks in the community. I'm just going to tell you the secret. I hit the big delete button when this occurs, and it has occurred, because
Linda does too.
Any of us need to be subjected to any of that kind of energy, because obviously we're making jokes, we're lighthearted about it, and we're just cracking jokes about things. That's really what it's all about.
Must have pushed a button. I'm thinking a MAGA button was pushed. That's all. Yeah. So, Book, are you wanting to know what your sweet spot is? Is that what you're asking, Book? Just let me know. Craig went to see Matt Fraser's show. Enjoyed it a lot. Very good. He's kind of an interesting. Nice. All right, Marby, I see you. Oh, hi, Sin. Val and I, we kind of look at where we think that might be a good place for you to live if you're thinking of relocating, or we'll take a look at some of your gifts, what our guides say about your gifts and what you might be good at if you're interested in knowing. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Cheryl. Thank you, dear. Yeah. All right. Sonia, Julie. Hi, Jules, learning to listen. Yeah, it's nice to see you. Book, I want to be where I am. I just need to get settled. May I have a clue if I'm... Oh, sure, honey. Yeah, we'll take it. Hi, Lori Hunsinger. Saint Germain has been channeling through you, Hypnicity. Good for you, girl.
Hey.
That's awesome.
Hypnicity.
Yes. Hi, Sally. Yeah, we're glad to see Book here. Yeah. No, you can get a reading, Sally. Are you back in Arizona, Sally? Or are you still trapped?
Yep, she's back.
All right, Valerie, I got you. Hi, Jamie Johnson. Nice to see you. Hypnicity. Diane. All right. You need a flush button. Actually, I have a button that I bought from Amazon, and it's the FUCK button. And if you push it, it has all kinds of things that it says, like FU and this, that. So the guys are here when they were here doing my kitchen, I said, if you're having a bad day, you can use my F button. And I think the guy really loved me because I was an old lady and I was funny.
Yeah, that's unexpectedly charming when you put it that way.
He has an F button. Yeah, there you go. Hi, Kira.
I'm a sweet person.
Never been that sweet person. My father used to say to me, Aley, come on, don't be gross. Don't be gross.
Oh, like a junior high school student. Don't be so gross.
Don't be so gross. That's gross, Alice. And then we all loved it because we realized that if you buy 144 things, that's a gross. And so instead of saying that, he'd say, Alice, that's 144. He's just always such a fun guy. My dad.
Sounds like a fun guy.
All right. So, Rishi, you want to know what your sweet spot and talents are. We're glad to see you. How have you been?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I don't think
I've got to get one more set of cards. Let me just get up here and get that.
All right.
Here they are. All right. I don't want to be without these because these are important.
Wow. What are those? The blue cards?
These are the ones.
Yeah.
I am now glued to these.
I know.
I'm sucking up all the juice out of these cards.
Well,
they're like my
that's what happens when you find one you really like, you know.
I don't know how you get the best cards, Aley. I mean, where you find these decks and how you get. I'm a terrible shopper. I have to shop for other people.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
I am bad at it.
So no worries. You've forgotten. There you go. That is a great deck. I got a new one today called Spirit Walker, and I get those on Etsy. I like Etsy cards as well.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Well, you know, Rishi, your guides are kind of like they're kind of pointing me to say to focus on like your meditation more. I don't know what that means for you, but they're saying that there's a lot of energy coming in and they want you to sit in meditation, open your crown chakra, ground into Mother Earth, and call in those higher frequencies and ask for them and visualize this beautiful white light pouring down through your crown, violet light, and emerald light, all the different colors. Visualize that at the same time and call your guides and angels and divine source to allow that. I mean, tell them you're ready and you're open to receive all these higher frequencies that are there for you, because this is about your magic, and you seem to have an ability to write. This is about you writing your truth, really channeling what you're getting from your guides, penning it down, pulling it down into earth and making sure it's anchored in by doing so. And you will create magic from this. So you have some channeling ability here, and that's what they're trying to tell you about. You will transfigure and shift things with that action. That is what is happening. So, yeah.
Wow.
And if you're struggling with finances and mental health, one of the surefire ways to help yourself is to pull in those frequencies of light, because it's like liquid love coming in, and just let that be a balm to you. And you'll feel better after. Try and do it for as long as you can every day. Aley, what do you think?
A very interesting message I got was the soul mirror. Look within, truth, self-exposed, identity, discern what's real. I'm feeling, Rishi, that you might do well scrying. And so what is it? It's kind of unfocusing your eyes and being able to see in a mirror or in a crystal ball, or even a water. You can do it water as well, and water in a bowl. It may be very fascinating for you to look into that. But if you're struggling with finances and mental health, then you absolutely need to take really good care of yourself, as Val says. You need to spend time in the quiet and learn to see if you can connect with your guides, and perhaps even think about the dreams that you're having and how they may help you understand what it is that you need to do. I don't really see that you need to go anywhere else. You just need to feel at home where you are. I think that's that, and I think we all suffer from that sometimes, where I know with myself, I've moved I've lived in 11 states. I've moved many, many, many times. And I did not know that I was completely satisfied until I finally found my sweet spot. But look at how often I tried. It was almost like people were like, "What are you, a gypsy?"
Like
I
you
just
gotta
couldn't.
try and try and try till you get there, and you found it, but you didn't give up.
Yeah, didn't give up. And but love yourself, Rishi. It may feel odd to say that, but that's what the mirror wants from you as well, to look in the mirror and say, you know what? I am enough. I am enough. I do enough. I am enough. And move on from there. But we send you lots of love, Rishi. Thank you for being here tonight. Yeah. I hope that helped you. Yeah. Okay. So we have all right, just so everybody knows, I have Cheryl, Book, Marby, Sonia, Julie, Sally, Diane, Hypnicity, Valerie, Kirat, Sin, Randy, Barbara, Rose, Blue, and Diane. We're going to do the best we can, everybody, but we can't take any more, I don't think.
Yeah.
I'm getting Ireland, and that doesn't mean you have to move there. But what it might be is that that's where you've lived in the past, or you may be of Irish descent, but it might be a past life. But it's like if you went there to even visit, you would feel at home. That's kind of what I'm getting for that.
Yeah, I love that. I love that idea.
Yeah. This says, inner secrets, all of you is worthy. And that's kind of like what we just said to Rishi. Yeah. But the sweet spot that you're in, whatever it is you're interested in, spirituality, do not denigrate or think any less of yourself if you're an empath, a light worker, an ally, whatever it is. You don't have to have a secret gift, let's say, but at the same time, everything is available to you. So I would test out a few things, Cheryl, things that just seem fascinating to you, and, add some tools into your toolbox so that you can figure out what it is exactly you want to do.
And I love that, Aley. Thank you. And Cheryl, I see a vision was just coming to me of you creating art, and even creating oracle cards, or creating things with beautiful artistry. Art can be more than just paint and brush. You can do a whole bunch of things and call it art. So there's a lot of creativity within you that they're showing me. And I feel like your guides really want you to tap into that and have the courage to do that. Have the courage to open up to all these beautiful energies that are swirling around with you, these creative juices, if you've ever had that thought. Because really you're tapping into star consciousness now. So all of your selves everywhere, all of the parts of who you are, the fragments of the fractals of your soul everywhere, you have all these gifts and talents. You have them right now. But some of them are coming in and influencing this new you. And so there's something about finances from a past life that could be affecting you in this life. But when I saw this card and Aley said Ireland, that just resonated so much.
Wow.
That really did. It says unexpected visitors, but this looks like a secret garden that should be in England or in Ireland somewhere. So it resonated for that. But they're saying ride the wave. Ride the wave. Because beautiful. There's a lot of clearing coming for you. But you have every gift but you really have a strong creative vent
Mm-hmm.
that you need to exercise, because once that channel of creativity fully opens, you are going to surprise yourself. You're going to go, wow, that came from me. You're going to love it. You're going to love that feeling.
Yeah, that's true. So her DNA says she has some Irish in her. So there you go, girl.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Go over and have some.
I'm just like getting the chills on that one.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. Yes, Diana, right. Second time tonight, the word fractal has come up. Wow.
Fractal.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. That's great. Thank you so much. So Book doesn't want to really go anywhere, but she wants to know if she's doing the right thing and what to do to get her body to cooperate, to settle in where she is. Okay. So that seems to be a good question to ask, Book.
It is a good question to ask.
Because you already moved, yeah.
Yeah. I was reading somebody's blog about, she says, oh, you can't bloom where you're planted. Well, yes, you can bloom where you're planted.
You can. Yeah,
you can.
As a matter of fact, I was going through this tonight. A friend of mine lost her husband, and her son is 35 and still lives in the same town, went away to Duke University, got a degree. And I just think to myself, I could never live in my hometown my whole life. I
couldn't either. It's an absolute can't do it.
Yeah, I know. But there are people that do, and they're perfectly happy. Yeah.
I know it. But see, I have the wanderlust, and I need change. I need to change. I need change.
I do too. Exactly. Wow. Oh, wow.
I guess we should be happy we like change, since all this change is happening.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. You, Book, this is interesting. You got the time traveler card, past, future, and journey. Learn, explore, make a quantum leap. I think you're going to be able to make a quantum leap in your consciousness, where you are. And I know it doesn't seem like there are people of like mind, because I know you're in more of a reddish area, but I don't think it matters. I think it's really going to change for you, and you're going to just have this amazing, and your black cat, I believe your cat is black, is going to help you do that, because cats are mystical. And you got all is well, let your emotions flow through you. And that's exactly, and it takes a while to get used to a new space and a new place. And I just think you are, to get your body to cooperate is to spend a little bit of time grounding yourself into the new energy around you. Even if that means you can't walk, it doesn't matter, because you can do it mentally in your mind and see your feet with roots growing down into that new area. Gosh, I think it's going to be good for you there, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but I have a lot of beautiful energy in these cards I just pulled for you. And they're suggesting you do a little bit of a vision quest. And when I see this vision quest card for you, I'm feeling like that is you just going out from your mind, your imagination, and envisioning yourself in your area, doing all the things you would want to do, and feeling at home, feeling at peace, feeling calm and centered and balanced. Because the card I get for you is regain your focus. See that powerful sword of light and that grid? That is you anchoring in. Boom, anchoring in where you are, anchoring into the grid. And with this vision quest of visualizing yourself going out there in your area and really putting your powerful sword down, this area, this, I'm here.
Love that. Yeah.
Kind of creating a grid in your town all the way around yourself, stamping it with your energy. Wow. And I love that. So they're saying it is your sacred purpose.
Oh, okay. Beautiful.
So
Beautiful. It's almost like astral traveling around the town.
it is.
In a way.
It's like astral traveling.
That's cool.
And what do crystal angels say? Ceremonies and celebrations. It is kind of like a ceremony kind of thing you're doing. So yeah, they're saying stay strong and have faith that all of this is exactly what you, and embrace this magical moment when you go to do this. It is a powerful thing that is not woo-woo. It is real.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, book. I think you're going to be infinitely happier there as well than you were. So that's wonderful.
Okay.
All right. So we have Miss Marby.
Okay.
I know Marby right now lives in the Dallas area. So let's see where. I had a pretty interesting chat with Nancy Jean sort of backstage before we did a show today. And she was telling me how Texas was changing, and there's less and less flags, let's put it that way. Oh. And there's more and more people standing up and trying to change what's going on in the state to be more progressive. So
little by little, inch by inch.
Yep. Slowly I turned.
Step by step, inch by inch.
That's right. So follow your guiding spirits, because they're there to give you counsel, refuge, and angelic presence. They want you to know you are never, ever alone. So if you do stay right where you are, I could see that you could be a much needed and an anchor for your area that will do the spiritual work and gather up the other light workers in order to ascend into making this an area that is much, much different than it currently is, or even than it currently was, because I think it's working itself.
I think so.
Yeah. Yep.
And definitely. Oh, yeah. And you know what? I get the Emperor card for you. So that's very powerful, strong energy for you in that area, and using your whole self, connecting. You notice this beautiful light coming down through the pyramid. It is you there in the center of the pyramid, creating all of this. You are the God source being there, creating all of this. So wherever you are in Texas, you are creating that beautiful gifts. It's one of the gifts you bring.
One of the gifts.
And this beautiful divine light coming in right where you're planted. This is what's happening.
Uh-huh.
So,
wow.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. That's wonderful. Wow. That's awesome.
Wow.
So Tammy Jackson just has a comment here. There are power things happening all over. Last night my daughter was at work. They lost power for 45 minutes. She had a light bulb exploded near her. It's a reset. It's a reset of the grid. It's a reset of and that's probably why we're also having so many issues with crazy weather. Don't you think? I mean, we have a lot of other reasons for crazy weather. But that might be.
I definitely think it's all part of this whole thing going on. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good. So astrological tarot, good. You found the sweet spots in astrocartography software. Oh, that's wonderful, Michelle. That's wonderful. I would love you to come on to this show, actually, if you
that would be
at some
great.
point, and talk about it that way, if you're interested. But that's wonderful. Yeah. I used astro.com, and I just picked 2 areas to see, or 3 areas, and that's what made me know which one see. There's good and bad in every area, but you want to know,
because I did it too, and every area was either good for me or bad for my husband. Good for me, bad for
I know. I know. So you got to take whatever it is, the lesser of two evils, I guess.
Yeah, you really do. It's like good for your career, bad for his. He'll be bored. He won't have anything to do, but you'll be great.
Well, it's like, this is where I'm supposed to live. And with Keith, he would only do well in business if he was up when he was up in Whidbey. Right. And of course,
it's like that. We had that conflict as well.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. All right. So we have Sonia asking, wonder if I will be going.
We just had Michelle says she'll come on.
Good, Michelle. We'll talk about it tomorrow when I'm on your show. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. So,
I'm sorry, Aley. Heavenly blessed, honey.
It's actually Sonia Pinola.
It's Sonia.
Yeah. Oh. All right. So let's see. Sonia, they're saying everything is in divine order for you right now. It's like the whole book of existence is in front of you. And look at all the things that are up in the middle of the air. It's like everything is waiting. Everything's in the air, but it's in divine order. So trust that. And it's also following divine law, which is very interesting.
I love that.
You got the star consciousness as well.
I love that. Wow.
I wonder if you would do well in the Pacific not the Pacific Northwest necessarily, but the like Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada corner in the Southwest. Yeah.
Possibly, yeah. And here, Sonia, I'll just tell you, Sonia, dance with life. They're telling you it doesn't even matter where you live in some ways, because they're saying do something to change your energy. So get it and, do something energizing that gets you grounded and touches Mother Earth by dancing. And you know how you pound your feet on the ground, and all of that beautiful connection starts to flow through you as you're moving. This beautiful, radiant, creative energy will flow through you, and they're waiting to give you your initiation. That's really what's happening here. And do you know that when you go through this portal, that is probably exactly where you're going to end up living? And it looks blue. It's blue, but it's also deserty. I don't know where they have that kind of.
Is that a mirage? It could be a mirage. Or it could be that you're supposed to be like, in Greece or one of those beautiful places. Yeah.
I don't know. It says rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So here's the thing. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you carry sacred knowledge with you. And so this is what you need to rely on, because this will be your sweet spot, not a place. Your sweet spot is actually going to be, or spiritual places. Your sweet spot is your gift, the gift of your sacred knowledge. And when you tap into that inner knowledge, you really need to sit still for a few minutes to listen to your guides. So a few minutes of meditation every day would really be a great thing for you to really hear what they're telling you, because your heart will know. And even so much so that when you watch a travel show or whatever you're doing, you'll get a feeling in your heart of knowing, I had a good life, or you have a rapport somewhere. You'll feel that rapport, and you'll feel drawn to a location. But I do like Aley's idea of like the Northwest, the Pacific. Well, it's not the Pacific. It's just the Southwest.
Right.
That would be the Arizona, New Mexico.
Yeah. It's beautiful there.
That
was the other place I wanted to go, was actually New Mexico, because I love it there.
Yeah, it's very pretty, and it can get snow and all kinds of things. So, depending on where you're at. So,
it's true. Yeah. So my apologies, because actually it should have been sweet spots and spiritual gifts. And I screwed up the wording. So yes, if you are asking, that's why we're reading on gifts. It's not spiritual places. Anyway, sorry. But it could be.
It could be.
Could be. Who knows?
Every place is a spiritual place if you're there.
Place. I'm gonna take the wand and make it go away. There you go. All right. So Julie Hamill, Julie. Sure.
Okay.
Julie.
You know,
why am I getting like Baja California? Sort of the Mexican coast, the coast of Mexico. I've never been there, but isn't that on the Sea of Cortez?
The Sea of Cortez is actually a Puerto Vallarta. Is off the Sea of, okay. That is actually the Pacific Ocean on the Baja Peninsula.
Okay.
It's just goes down from San Diego all the way. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why. That's what I get. But then just as I say that, somebody says something about oh, she does?
Got the chills.
Oh. Ooh, all right. So yeah, your soul says that might be where you want to go, but it could. My brother lived there for a while when he was retired, and he loved it there. And didn't Mexico just get a woman president today?
Yeah.
So they're less. Yeah, they're less. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Prince Charming's mom. They say there's a portal there for you. Oh my. Wow.
And, I'm just pulling a dragon for you because I just had to, Julie, for some reason. This is the gold and silver violet flame dragon.
Ooh.
So you notice there's a pyramid. There's a whole bunch of things going on here. And there's a lot of sacred geometry in this one. And it says, transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. It's time for transmutation, magic, healing, offer service under grace. So it sounds like they're telling you to go. It's either giving you grace or telling you to go do some work with other people.
Yeah.
But you know what? Here's the thing, Julie. Where you resonate, take a trip and see how that works out for you, because here you carry tremendous angelic frequencies. This is one of your beautiful gifts that you bring to the world. You work with the angelic realm. And of course, I'm getting the chills. That's Mother Mary, Ascended Master Mother Mary, and Mary Magdalene, who's Lady Nada. Here is a Stargate heart.
Ooh.
Notice that symbol there. Look at that beautiful radiant energy. And it says heart chakra opening, unlocking, generosity. This is that sacred divine feminine energy that you are working with on the planet, along with the angelic realm. This is a powerful gift you're bringing in, and it's the job you're doing, along with working with the Order of Melchizedek. So that is very, very powerful energy, Embraced by light, mission uncovered. Don't give up.
Yep.
Look into that.
Yep.
Thank you.
So here's the thing that's very important to say. If you want to go somewhere, and it doesn't have to be where we're suggesting in this reading is, you've got to really envision yourself there. You've got to you can manifest a trip there at the very least. The hardest thing about taking a trip somewhere is you don't really know what it's like to live there, but you kind of get an idea of what the people are like and what the area looks like. Because when we're on vacation, everything is always magical.
It's always magical.
Always magical. It's very, it's kind of like, oh dear, Maybe I shouldn't have taken a vacation. So for me, I moved out here sight unseen. I had never been here, never. Yeah. And I just knew this was where I was supposed to be. But I was always called to Seattle. Always, always, always.
Wow,
that's where
there you are.
Yeah.
I wonder you didn't go there from the start.
Oh, I know. I couldn't. I think it had to do with, it's just as expensive to live here as it is to live in Boston and New York City. Yeah, it's very in LA. And I think I didn't know if I'd have a job here. It was all that stuff.
Yeah, all that stuff. So, yeah, I gotcha.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So Miss
I never knew where I was supposed to go. So I'm a late bloomer.
Well, but you probably won't stay where you are when
I haven't found where I need to go. But I mean, they all felt like puddle
jumpers
to wherever. But
no. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So Sally would like a reading, and we're doing. You've probably been. We've probably told you what we think your gifts are. So I'm going to guess. What I really love about your life, Sally, is that you can live in both places.
Yeah.
And you can enjoy your life with family on the East Coast, and you can enjoy the nice, beautiful weather and the other things, the critters and all that in the middle of the desert. If there's a lot of people who crave that kind of thing, and they wish they could do that. It says here, you are always a seeker. You're on your journey. You're like a pilgrim. You are devoted to it. You're devoted to the sacred and the travel. And it says here that this brings you the spiritual progress that you make, because you hold space in both places. And it isn't, what's the word I want to say? It isn't like you're dividing it. It's like you are multiplying the energy in those two places that you are in.
I have to say, I got 2 of the most amazing cards for you, Sally. And I just don't pull these cards very often, but they're extremely related, oddly enough. And they tell me that you should look into this person as a person that you should be working with. And I mean, call on them and channel them in. Okay. Emerald tablet activation.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, conscious manifesting. And who belongs to the emerald tablets?
That's right. Yeah.
So those, I say those. You say thought.
Okay. Yeah.
Those light in the initiation, great teacher, awakening, and divine magic. You say potatoes, I say potatoes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Light initiation. So great teacher, awakening, divine magic. So listen, Sally. 2 cards I never pull.
Right. Well, and they're aligned with each other completely. Yeah.
Both wrote the emerald tablets.
Yeah.
Okay. This is not a mistake. So look into that.
I've started reading them. I think Billy Carson just wrote a book about the emerald tablets, and they have other ones out there. Never heard of it? Check it out. Yeah. Check it out. Take you down a little rabbit hole there. All right. So we have Diane, and she wants to know, can we ask what our spiritual gifts are? Absolutely. Then she asks, I wonder how many fractals we have. And that's the reason why we have overlapping lifetimes. You got a lot of great questions there, girl. So let's see. We'll look at the sweet spot. I'm reading this really good book, and it's called Time Shifts.
Oh.
And by Von Braskler. And
what does it say?
A lot of really cool shifts and we are always going through different timelines and time shifts. So I think if you're talking about fractals, then Yes, you're also about lifetimes. So I think you maybe need to work with the Akashic records. But let's see. What's your sweet
Wow,
spot?
that is just amazing.
Ooh, I'm getting like Montana or
I know it sounds really weird, but I'm getting Montana for a lot of, not necessarily tonight, but Montana's coming up as a place
Montana's
for
coming up.
people.
Okay.
Yes,
Well, and it's right over the line from Lake Louise in Alberta. So
yes,
it's that whole area is quite amazing for ET and
yes,
other activity.
yes,
Yeah.
lots,
Mhm.
lots and lots. And you know what, Diane? I get a solar, this is so powerful. It's so powerful. Solar light upgrade for you. And
Ah,
this is about solar plexus chakra, inner fire, willpower. So this is something, and third eye awakening, third eye activation.
mhm.
So brow chakra, inner vision, clear seeing. So this means that your gifts, if they aren't online already, if you aren't actually start
Yeah.
using them.
Start using them.
Just start
Mhm.
using them because it's all here in the cards
Yeah.
that you're really going to be able to go 100 miles an hour. If you just sit through one class,
Yeah.
it's going to be like, boom. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know I could do all this.
I know it is. You're like blown away. The other
You're,
thing I'm thinking of why does QHHT comes in, it's
mm,
a like a regression tool that you can become a practitioner. Dolores Cannon talks about it.
yeah.
And so for anybody that's interested in that kind of thing, that brings you back to past life work as well.
Yes, it does. It
Yeah.
does. It's
Yep.
quantum healing technique.
Mhm.
You
Yep.
really do a lot of. You also tap into your higher self and other beings as
Yeah.
you get into that hypnotic state. So it's kind of
It's
cool.
it's quite amazing.
It
I've had
is
it twice
amazing.
and it's very nice. And I know Pierrette does it in her hometown. And it's very nice. So
Yeah,
thank you.
definitely.
Where should you look for real estate? Are you wanting to stay here? Are you why do I get is it Tahoma? Not Tacoma, Tahoma. If you're wanting to stay here, oh, what's the name of it? There's a place that's below Olympia, and it's right out it's supposedly a beautiful area. There's a place called Talela there. That's if you're staying here. The other thing I want to say is if you found something on the peninsula, that would be a good place for you to be because it's cheaper there than it is in the main part of Washington. So that's what I get.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
boy, ethnicity. I love my orcas. We'll go to Orcas Island on the ferry.
Yeah.
On the
Elaine, Washington is a beautiful place too. Yes, it is. It's right on the Canadian border. Yeah. Thanks, Cheryl.
You know, they're showing an area by water. And I do see you by water. So there are plenty of places you could stay, but Seattle, the Washington State area definitely has water. It's on the coast, so you can't deny that. Yeah, I think it's really something that Yeshua taught that if you go into your heart center, when you think about the place that you want to move to, if you're testing places, and just repeat that name of that place and put yourself in your heart center. And then picture yourself there in that town, living there, in a house there. Do it as long as you want. Hold that vision. And how do you feel? How does it feel to you? Does it feel comfortable and warm and wonderful? How is your energy feeling? give yourself 10 minutes or so and see how that feels. Do it for a few different places, and then you'll notice you really can tell from doing that what resonates with you and what doesn't. So, yeah.
Those of you who just came in, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we already have a lot of people we still have to read for. But we are on in 2 weeks. We come on Tuesday night at 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. And that would be 8, 9, 10:30. Yeah, 10:30 to 11:30. That's late, but yeah. We'd love to have you back. So, Valerie Maya, looking to move a year after retirement. Any place look good?
Oh.
Ooh. So Valerie, you've got a picture of an angel there. It's very interesting that I get one for you. Angel whispers can reveal hints and profound insights. Isn't that great? So here's what I would suggest. Listen to the messages. Sometimes we were talking about fractals earlier tonight, and it's just a word that you don't hear very often. So I imagine that you'll be someplace and maybe in a coffee shop, and someone will say, for instance, oh, yes, my cousin lives in Cincinnati. And then you go somewhere else and Cincinnati comes up again. And then you get it again, and I listen to those messages. I really, really do.
Those really are the way your guides are telling you to go. That's how I ended up wanting to look in Reno, which on the side that's more, 25 minutes from Tahoe. From that same exact thing is looking at what's coming before you. And also they're kind of telling me, put your creative energy into action. That's what they're saying about this. So, I think that you will be able to create something beautiful no matter where you are, but that energy of, I don't know why, but I'm getting like Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, or I don't know. They're definitely showing me places where you have the seasons, you have
beautiful,
because you like to get out and breathe that beautiful fresh air, and you have some mountains, and you've got everything. You've got lakes and things that you can enjoy. And don't worry, the red will shift.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you're there in particular. That must be why they want to send people to those areas. But I'm really getting areas like that, if not that. Lakes, mountains, beautiful seasons for the air and the environment.
Yeah, it's just lovely there. I've been through there. It has some hints of white supremacist stuff there, but
you got it.
Things are shifting. Yeah,
it's shifting. That's gonna get weeded.
Yep, absolutely.
And that's why I think a lot of light workers are being called to those places.
I agree. I totally agree. All right, so where are you supposed to be in life? I think you're right where you need to be, Pierrette. But you know what, Pierrette? You just lost your husband. And you've been taking care of him for years and years. And you have found a new person of interest. I don't suggest you get up and leave and go somewhere else, but you still have to grieve. There's still the grieving process. One of the things for any of you out there that have lost a partner is they say don't ever make big decisions or changes within the first 2 years. So you are right exactly where you should be. And this community is so happy to have you with us, really.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That is perfect advice, because you really don't want to make any decisions when you're still grieving. And even if you don't think you are.
Yeah. We can't help it.
You can't help it. You're down, a little bit down in your energy, and you don't realize how fresh and beautiful life tastes when you're out of that.
Right.
Till you get out of it, and you go, "Oh gosh, I was half dead." So,
yeah. Anyway, we love you dearly, Pirate. Thank you so much for what you do. So we've got 4 more people. Can we? And we're about 6 minutes in. We'll go a little over, not too long. We'll just get right to it. Since was asking about her dream of living in a tiny home community in Tennessee. Might it be a good change? What I want to say is that I would love to live in a tiny home community. So I understand exactly what you're looking at. My only concern is exactly where it is, because right now anyway, there's a lot of laws that are stripping people of their ability to live freely, and I just wouldn't want you to go into that energy.
It's like not giving you electricity or water with all of it. It's like not letting you can't even live on the land without, or buy a chunk of land. They make you pay like you're in a trailer. There's a whole bunch of things related to that don't make it beneficial to you. It's like somebody got their fingers in the middle of it and are stirring the pot up. Well, we'll make this a profitable thing.
Unfortunately, the corporations do that. So, Sin, I get slow down, notice your surroundings. And because you already live in beautiful North Carolina, there may be another area of North Carolina that would support the same type of thing. So maybe you could check into that. But don't let anybody steal what it is that you're looking for by not telling you everything you need to know. Let's put it that way.
Right. And it's funny. This is what I got for you, Sen. You are correct. They like what your ideas about going forward with that. And they're telling you, have no fear, go forward with your eyes wide open, looking at every detail of something. Don't jump into anything unless you see it first, and read every detail. Take it to an attorney if you have to. You will manifest what you need. That means you won't manifest necessarily what you want, but you'll manifest what you need.
It's the old Rolling Stones song. You can't always get what you want, but you can get what you need. Yeah.
You will get what you need.
You get it.
But here's the thing, and I know people love the tiny house idea because they really make it beautiful on TV when they show you the little units and how you can function inside. But at the end of the day, I think you should go and take a tiny little tent trailer and around the same size, and go take that camping for a few weeks and go, how did you like that? How did you like that?
Yeah.
That's
you
what
can always rent one and do it, or borrow one from a friend.
Borrow one from a friend.
Yeah.
Go do that and see how you like that.
See how you like it.
You have to move this to get to that. You have to move this to the, and we are all, as we get older, in our comfort zone.
Yeah. To me, there's a lot of people that don't absolutely like that kind of living. For me, when I had my motorhome, it was everything. When I got the fifth wheel, it was nothing. We were living in it, and it wasn't the same. It was living in a trailer, but driving around in my motorhome, going through, the Arches National Park or whatever, it was like heaven.
Heaven. You couldn't ask for anything better, because that's why they call it a motorhome.
That's right. And you can't get more than 24 feet, or you can't go up there. And it has to be.
There's restrictions on those kind of vehicle sizes. Yeah.
Anyway,
good point. So,
Randy, I tell you what, girl, you I think you'd be really good at being like a powerful manifestation coach. You are so positive, and you don't let the BS get you down. You really are a good inspiration for people.
Wow.
It says here that you are a cloud walker. You love air, freedom, movement, and swift change. Look for opportunity. And I think that's what you do every single day of your life, because you go from here to there to here. And you walk the clouds. Oh, my goodness.
It's
That's
just
like the
beautiful.
best card for you.
I mean, it really is.
Yeah.
It really is. And I have to say, Randy, there must be something in your life you're weighing a decision on. I'm not sure what that would be, but you notice one side has a heart and one side has. And for me, when I see a feather, I always think you're going to be writing something. I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like to balance your heart, you've got to write it all down on paper. That's what I get when I see this. It's something about journaling and maybe even writing your story.
Yes.
And
plus, she's outside watching the starships right now.
And you notice there's a big bunch of joy on this box.
Oh, yeah.
Manifest. You're a manifester. That's what Aley says too. And they're just telling you, embrace your life's purpose. Go ahead and embrace it.
Well, she just said tonight she's coming up here in August.
Oh,
I'm so excited.
Yes. Yay. And I'm just going to pull one more card for you, Randy, so they're just showing here. I think this is a lot of people are going through this now. It's the breaking down of the ego. And, our ego serves us well in many ways. It serves us to keep us safe, to keep us, there's certain balances you need in this 3D world. It's a little bit of protection. Yeah. But in some ways, the construct of the persona, that's your personality, is a little skewed and has to be rebuilt. And I think you help people do that by your guidance. You're kind of helping them surrender to who they are. And so that is a gift that you have with others. A very, very precious, precious gift. So that is what Aley was saying about being a counselor or being somebody, an advisor. Yeah. This is what this points to for you.
Sure. And we don't mean go back to school and no. You could be a spiritual counselor or help with management.
You really could. Yeah, you don't have to. You can be a spiritual counselor, Randy. Absolutely, because this is what it's saying. These are your gifts that you can do for others, and help them see things clearly. So that's beautiful.
All right. So Barbara Nesper, are you still here? And Rose Blue and Amanda, and then we got to go because it's late. It's late. It's a very important day.
It's late.
You are a cheerleader, Randy. That's absolutely right.
That's right. We all need the cheerleaders.
We do. All right. So, Barbara, what are your gifts? Well, you're a healer. You really are, Barbara. You take care of your husband.
Absolutely.
And he relies on you. And you're being illuminated. Look at this beautiful card. You're being illuminated as to what your purpose is. But Barbara, it's been trial by fire. So it's like, why did I have to pick this to be my gift or whatever? It's because you contracted for it in this particular lifetime. I think for sure that you could do well with angels. If you work with the angels, I think you are an earth angel, Barbara Nesper. Yeah, and I think you would do well working with them, learning about the archangels and calling them in to help you.
I think you're absolutely right about that, Aley. Mm-hmm. And so they're just saying they're asking you to make sure you're grounded. Mm-hmm. So, empaths, highly sensitive people, need to connect with nature. It helps them to ground, and it helps them to renew their energy. Just stepping out, even into the backyard for myself, I know what it does for me. And they're pointing to that for you. And one other thing, and that not so much protection, but calling your power back in, because you, as you do for others, you do for others, you do for others. You're exhausted, and you need to have that energy back, that power.
Yeah.
Pull back into your core so that you can stand in that powerful place. So they're saying that's important for you now. And also, they kind of want you to take a little break. Little break from what you're doing, because, you know, you've done a lot. You've done a lot. Baby steps from where you are. Soul memories and gifts, you've done this before. So that's where they're telling you you're at. But other than that, you're an empath, you're clairvoyant, you're claircognizant, you're clairsentient. All those gifts have helped you survive all this time. And you need to care for yourself before you can help others right now. And they're taking a time for you to re-energize yourself. Beautiful. That's what it kind of looks like.
Thank you for all you do, Barbara.
Yeah, Barbara.
All right, so we got Rose and Amanda. She'd like to know her sweet spot, I think, something to focus on, she said. You carry so much energy, Rose Blue, in your part of Texas. And we need more. We need about 6,000 other people in every little hamlet, in every little town. I think for sure there are those people. We just haven't met them yet.
Yeah,
because there are these people everywhere.
You won't believe where I just got for Rose Blue.
Oh yeah, really?
Where did you know? I mean, it doesn't even make sense. Nashville, Tennessee. Maybe it's because she sings songs. I don't know, Rose Blue, but this is what I was not thinking. It came in. Tennessee, what? And then I heard Nashville. I don't know. That's what came in.
All right. There you go.
I don't know.
All right. So what are your gifts is what you'd like to know. All right. You're busy working at night, transmuting the energies right now. So you're working, and you might wake up in the morning being very tired. Your gifts are probably working with light codes, and the light codes are also attempting to enlighten you and bring you up. Rose Blue, you have the ability to be a prophet. I mean, that's an amazing thing. But let me put it this way. You can't be a prophet in your own hometown because they all know you. And they all go, Rose? Right, sure. I know they do that with me. If I put something on a Facebook thing, the angels want you to know this or whatever, they're like, okay, Aley. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. You have to have fresh audience to appreciate you.
Oh, you've been waking between 3 and 5.
Rose Blue, I got the cardinal directions, the 4 directions. So, I mean, that means literally the way this looks is you could literally go anywhere and do anything. And, that's it.
You don't have to be a Nashville cat. That's not necessary.
You don't have to, but I mean, you do have a song affinity. Maybe my guides were being humorous.
What is the word? Don't die with the music still in you. I remember that, and I love that because it's so true.
Yeah, it is true. I don't know what that's from, but yeah.
So, Barbara, I'm so sorry to hear that your mother went in the hospital with a possible stroke.
Oh,
Just another thing for you. This has been a tough year for you. And for me, I've had a tough year myself. So a lot of people are. But I want you to know we got your back. We're sending love and light into your you and your mom. And much love, honey. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're welcome, honey. All right. Anyway, Rose Blue, we blew your mind tonight. A different spelling of blue. Miss Amanda.
Okay.
She is already in West Seattle. And Amanda, I've met you. You are a boho person. And so I would say you would do very well in New Mexico.
Yeah. She really would.
Yeah.
I just see her making turquoise jewelry and all kinds of things there.
Yes.
Yes. And they have a very arts and craftsy kind of places everywhere. I mean,
and there are places in New Mexico that are cheaper. They're a little more dry. And so the only thing that I would say is if you really love the ocean here, it would be a very big change for you. But you have that energy that and she like eats really good food, and you know what I mean, organic. Yeah. So I get here, you just have to, this is the conception of what it is you need to do. You need to throw everything into the great big pot and stir it up and check into different places that you could go. You could live.
I love that. I love that.
And then when you're there, you could bring them their higher love. So you would fit right in. You would honestly fit right in there.
I love that. And here's the principle of correspondence. So you're going to sink your roots down and tap into that higher wisdom, and you're going to put it in your beautiful artwork, and everything that you create there is going to go out to the world with that energy.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that.
It is. Well, I do want to say, Robin, I'm sorry that you came in so late, but it's 1:11. We've been on for 1 hour and 11 minutes, of course. So it already makes sense. We would love to read for you, but we are done for tonight. So we are back in 2 weeks, and Val will be hosting. I'll be simulcasting, and we do the same readings, 7:30 Pacific, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30 Eastern. And we're usually on an hour. So we want you to be on your journey as a healer, because that's where we all are. Okay. Thank you. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to the new folks. Thank you, Val.
Thank you, Aley.
Always fun. Always fun. Much love. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.